Let's crack everybody. I listen to the Discus Larry Collective podcast. I'm your host Warren here with Daryl, and today we just have two things to kind of talk about. One, I suppose we can address the elephant in the room now. CM Punk and signing for AEW, Whopper. But we'll get into that in a sec, and then we will also just run through the SummerSlam card and just give the quick predictions on it. Not going to go too in depth on it, but yeah, start with CM Punk. It was going to happen anyway, as you said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen, but it still felt like that earth-shattering kind of thing. Like, it was like, oh my God. It was almost as if you were like, oh yeah, by the way, Stone Cold Steve Austin's coming back to wrestling. That kind of thing. You're like, whoa, blown away by. The crowd absolutely on fire. Like, as the program started, just CM Punk chants at ridiculous volume. I was like, this is amazing. And then off the bat, that's what you wanted. You needed him to come out straight away, really, wouldn't you? Yeah, because otherwise they're just going to get the chance throughout the whole night, which isn't a bad thing. But again, they were so loud. It was a pure rabid crowd, like. But
it was crazy. It just felt like at that stage, like, where you're just hearing them all. It's like Tony Khan was like, "Look, we can't go on. You need to go out there.
Yeah,
just stop this dead in the tracks. Like, just go and get it over and done with." But yeah, my God, when I seen that and just the music, I didn't know what music. I thought he might have used music from Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah.
What is he going to use? Have they got the rights to it, or what's going on? But yeah, my God, that music he came out. It was just like, you knew it was happening, but it felt like a surprise.
Yeah.
And then that moment when he was like hugging a fan, he turned around and looked at the other fans and goes, "Do you want me to jump?" And he was just like, yeah, and he just ran a jump. I was like, I actually haven't felt like that, like, since probably WCW days, like with the likes of Sting and the NWO and stuff like that. Like, that is the moment that will stand in the history of wrestling. Like,
yeah,
bigger. Like, the next thing that I can remember to that would have been his pipe bomb kind of moment, and other than that would have been kind of Hogan and Rock, probably, like, that are really sticking out. Something that's really just sticking out in your mind, like.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, that I think now is just blowing everything out of the water now for the last 10 years easily.
Yeah.
So,
and even the likes of Edge return at the Royal Rumble, that was a massive pop. Don't get me wrong, and obviously it was a bigger arena and stuff like that. But even at that, this felt bigger. Which is weird to say because I'm a huge Edge fan. Do you know what I mean? And like most people, I was gutted when you had to pack it in. But I think it's the point where wrestling is right now that they needed CM Punk. Do you know what I mean? They need that kind of person right now. Especially if you look at how half-arsed WWE is right now. And then AEW, don't get me wrong, they're fucking smashing it. But do you know what I mean? You need, every now and then, there needs to be that year or that particular moment where something big happens. And I think, yeah, just like fair fucks to AEW, fair fucks to Tony Khan bringing him in. They cannot knock it at all. And it was the perfect way to do it. Just give him a live mic, go for it. And amazing. And as you said, like, he left professional wrestling in 2005, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, absolutely shitting on WWE." It's like, yeah, whatever. At the end of the day, like, he, don't get me wrong, he made a big name for himself in WWE, but near the end of it, he was miserable. Do you know what I mean? So that's like saying, like, you had an ex-missus and you were like, oh yeah, and you constantly brought her up, you wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? You'd ignore it, you'd move around it and get on with it, like, and that's what you did. So the promo was amazing, and then calling out Darby Allin. So, like, a lot of people obviously thought that was going to be the first feud, just the way Darby kind of basically name dropped him the other week and stuff. So, and then, it was just amazing. Like, I'm actually getting goosebumps even thinking about it again. It was just, it literally was, as you said, like a moment in time you'll always remember. And it's funny just because the reaction was almost like, what was it, like a Michael Jackson concert? Like, I seen like a few people talk about it on Twitter and stuff like that, like the way people were crying. All they were short of doing is taking people out who are fainting from like a Michael Jackson concert. Like. But yeah, it's just incredible. Like, and yeah, just what a moment. Nothing will beat it this year. I honestly don't think.
There's nothing. I think, like, if the likes of Brock Lesnar comes back, The Rock comes back, no, you're not. And like Roman Reigns opened his mouth saying you're never going to be as big as the draw as The Rock and stuff like that. I think with WWE's audience, they're not the same audience that was around when Rock was there.
No.
And obviously their demographic is different now compared to what it was. The Rock will get obviously a massive reaction, but that reaction that we seen last night, I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
Other than maybe the Hardys at Mania, but like even at that was nothing. You couldn't even hear Punk's music.
No, you couldn't. It was just consistently loud. Whereas the likes of usually a pop would be like, and it dips a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because you're almost so excited, you kind of you're wrecked. But that was just pure adrenaline from everyone in that audience last night.
Yeah, it's 7 years that he's been out, and then like when he was in the ring and he was talking and stuff like that, they started to chant up again. And he was just like, "Hold on!" And straight away, everybody was just like, "Boom!" Dead silent again.
Yeah,
like nobody. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody has that touch.
No,
like 7 years, and he walks back in and he has the crowd in the palm of his hand. All you have to do is just don't say that. Just thanks, but don't say that. Everything, every single thing from start to finish last night was perfect.
Yeah,
everything.
It was, yeah. And they hung on every word he said. They reacted. They listened. It was amazing. Like you couldn't ask for anything else. And I think as well, just one more thing to throw at that as well about how big he actually is we were just saying before we came on, they're up to 4.2 million, 4.5 million views on each video right now, and that's only maybe 12 hours, if that. On his debut video, like his entrance and his promo, 4.5 million views each. Then you have out of the top 25 trends last night on Twitter, he was in 5 of them. So he was number one, which was CM Punk. That was number one trend worldwide. I can't remember which way the numbers were done. I think it was like 4 or 5 was
best in the world or something.
Best in the world, yeah, it was best in the world. Number 11 was Cult of Personality. Number 12 or 15 or something was He's Back in capital letters. And then number 25 was like can't remember the last one. Oh, it's Clobbering Time. That's what it was. So that's just like obviously it'd have to be so many people tweeting about that to even get a trend. So there you go. And he's 5 of 25. That's unheard of to me anyway. I've never heard of anyone doing something like that. So I think WWE and whoever's been in have like always said like, obviously they would have wanted him back and stuff like that, but they could have tried a hell of a lot harder. Yeah. And
I think they were just like, no one's bigger than WWE. Like they should have just listened to him, took him back, and they did whatever they could to get him back, even if they took him back for a year or two.
Yeah.
But again, no, Punk was like, no.
Yeah.
And I said it here, like when AEW started up and kind of the rumors were going, I said, no, I think he'll hang back for a while, see how it goes. And there we go. He's out to hanging back, and it's panned out exactly the way it was supposed to. And Tony Khan, I think he's like 1 in a million. Like he wears his heart in his sleeve. Like he is what he is. Like he's not fucking. Like he's a genuine guy. He's just a fan, and like he has that money there behind him. And I think just Punk really sees that, and that was it. That's I don't think Punk's going anywhere now. That's it. So,
that's the thing. Yeah, there's no airs or graces about Tony Khan. You get what you see, kind of thing. And then with the likes of Punk, then alongside him, it's crazy. Like I seen him, and there was like a quote from him, and he was saying, "If Tony wants me to go into the G1, in New Japan, like I'll do it." I mean, because of all that working relationship, and he was like, now obviously he wants to stay in AEW. He said he wants to swim the AEW pond for a bit, which he would. But like it's crazy, like the amount of like obviously dream matches you could have across 3 different promotions now at this stage is outrageous. I suppose we'll just touch on that then. So Darby Allin's his first opponent. That's a given. What do you think of the next 2? Say, who do you think?
2 after that. I'm flip flopping for the second one. I'm flip flopping between either Jericho or MJF. It's going to be one of them.
Yeah,
it's just what way, because he said he had a lot of scores to settle in the back, but I think he's focusing on more younger talent. So I think it might be MJF, which would be perfect. CM Punk up against MJF and that kind of his faction, basically. And then for the next one, then I think it'll be Kenny Omega.
I think
and then he learned the respect of Darby Allin and stuff like that, and Sting, and then they'll kind of look after him, kind of with the likes of MJF and the Pinnacle and the Elite, I think, and that's when he'll get the title. Yeah,
that's a good shout. Yeah, I think MJF is definitely one of the next 2. Like after Darby Allin, because if they're just going to play 2 kind of good guys, older veteran against a younger upstart, kind of, well, not really an upstart now, he's in a while, but that kind of thing, if they're going to go with that, with the Darby Allin thing, it makes sense then to do a classic heel face kind of vibe then with the likes of MJF. And then I'm torn then between the likes of Kenny Omega if he stays face, like if Punk stays face, but if Punk goes heel, maybe I think he could do Jungle Boy to kind of put him over. Or maybe I don't even know. I just like I'm thinking maybe if Bryan Danielson signs, you might get that dream match again, and you might get a proper feud out of it. That's like fingers crossed, you know what I mean? But again, that's what I mean. That's the caliber they have now on that roster. Do you know what I mean? So it's starting to fall into place now in terms of like a bigger brand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Malachi Black.
There's another one. Yeah.
Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say he'd be all out as well. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. That'd be deadly as well if he beat Darby Allin. And I reckon Buddy Matthews will debut at all out.
Nice.
And imagine that, he beats him. Next thing you know, Buddy Matthews comes out and just takes him out.
Shit, yeah.
That'd be deadly as well.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Yeah. I'm dying to see what happens with him actually as well. Yeah. But I suppose we could keep going on about Punk, I suppose.
Move on.
We'll move on, because it's just going to be it's just talking about the same thing that happened last night, like everyone is on the internet. But we'll move on. We'll just fly through the SummerSlam card then real quick.
What's SummerSlam? Oh yeah, that's
some small show. I think some indie show. I think it is from some piss and company. So SummerSlam obviously second biggest pay per view for WWE. Pretty good card. Again, it's crazy that it's going on after something like this. Do you know what I mean? You can't say you're overly excited for it now compared to that. But again, it should be a good night. And I say the lads are gonna go out there and try to smash it. Like, do you know what I mean? It always happens. Yeah, they do have to. Yeah. I'm hoping for some title changes tonight. I was saying that before we came on. I just feel everything's kind of stagnated a bit in WWE title wise. Yeah. The only thing obviously that hasn't was actually Shinsuke Nakamura win the IC title. And he's not on the SummerSlam card, which is kind of annoying. But I'll just fly through the card. Just the way Wikipedia has it. I'll give my prediction. You give yours, and we'll just go for it. Let's do it. So first match on Wikipedia anyway. Nikki Ash versus Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley, triple threat, Raw Women's Championship. I am guessing Nikki Ash will lose it anyway. And then I think we might see Becky Lynch return. That's my guess. So whoever she loses it to is going straight into a program with Becky Lynch, maybe. But I think Rhea Ripley might actually pick it up, which is a weird feeling.
All right. I'm going to go with Charlotte. I think Charlotte has gone long enough now without it, and she's gone kind of jumped over hurdles and this, that, and the other, and whatever. I think she's going to take it. She'll come out on Monday, and again, like you said, I think Becky Lynch will debut after SummerSlam, and then that'll be the feud reignited between Charlotte and Becky. Yeah, savage.
It's actually funny because I'd actually love to see Becky on SmackDown instead, like with the likes of Sasha and Bianca for something different. But whatever way she debuts, it needs to be something to freshen up, I think, the women's division. Next one, Roman Reigns versus John Cena, Universal Championship match. As they alluded to last night, if Roman Reigns loses, he leaves WWE. So I think it's a given that Roman Reigns retains.
No, I'm gonna go with Cena. Yeah. We have the drafts coming up soon, so I think Cena is going to take the title, stay on SmackDown. Roman Reigns is going to go over to Raw, and he's going to take the title off them.
Oh, right. That's a cool way to look at it, actually. I never even thought of that. Didn't even think of the draft, to be honest, and I'm always one for a draft.
Yeah, he's leaving. Yeah, he's leaving. He's only leaving SmackDown, not leaving. I don't think he'll leave in total, or else he'll go and he'll make a movie or something like that and then come back. Yeah.
He beats in at his own game. That's what he'll do. So, next one now, WWE title. Bobby Lashley against Goldberg. I think this is Lashley all day. I can't see them putting it on Goldberg again.
No. That's it. It's just to get him his last match in the contract. See you later. That's it. Yeah,
hopefully so. Hopefully it's his last match. Again, nothing against him. He had a thing years ago, whatever. I'm just sick of it. I just want something fresh. So see you later, Goldberg. Next match, tag team title match, SmackDown tag team title match. Sorry, Usos against the Mysterios. I think it's the Usos retaining.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio and Dominic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The Bloodline loses all the titles. SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, nice. I like that. Yeah. I just think the way that kind of Ray is getting a bit pissed off with Dominic lately. I think Dominic might turn heel and we'll just get father son kind of thing. Saying it to Wayne last night. Yeah, me and Wayne were chatting about it last night, and he was saying he was like that mad for a family storyline in this company, and I was like, oh, there, absolutely. And I can guarantee you, one of the lines Dominic will use if he's feuding with his dad, he'd be like, I wish Eddie was my dad. Stuff like that. You're gonna get that kind of.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. But yeah, I think the Usos are retaining. You're gonna go with the Mysterios. We'll see what happens with that one then. Let's see. Next, SmackDown Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. This one's kind of harder to call, I think, to be honest with you. Like, I love Bianca Belair. I think she's great, and she's been a great champion, but she hasn't had much in the way of like big title matches, bar the one where she won the title. So I'd love to see her beat Sasha again, and just retain it, and maybe just have another challenger. But I don't know. I feel like the two other girls are getting involved, Selena Vega and Carmella, and I think Sasha might win it.
I think it's gonna happen. Yeah,
like, I don't want it, but
no. She hasn't done a whole lot with it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's just bad booking, I suppose. Next one, then.
4 months, though.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe our second round will be better anyway. You see Edge versus Seth Rollins. So I was saying this before we came on. I think we'll have Rollins go over Edge tonight.
Oh, Edge all day, son. Edge all day. You said he's won. Yeah, you said he's won so many. He's only won once against Orton, I think. He's bet what? He won the Rumble. Yeah, he lost Orton as well. He lost to Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think he's going to pick up the win.
Yeah,
he needs it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a great match though. I'm hoping. Because I'm sure it will be. Just hoping.
Yeah. And
just go smooth.
Edge and Cena then for the title picture down the road.
Ooh, yeah, I'll be all over that. Let's see what's next. US title match: Sheamus and Damian Priest. I think this has to be Damian Priest. Yeah. I just think like the Sheamus title reign, it hasn't been great, and again, no fault of his own really. I know he was injured and stuff like that, but usually if you're injured and you don't defend it, they whip it off you. It's just frustrating the way they didn't. So yeah, I think Damian Priest for this one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Damian Priest all day.
Let's see what is next. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. The two boys, Veer and Shanky, are banned from ringside. This feud, I thought it could have been a lot better, but it hasn't really panned out that way. For me personally, I just haven't really enjoyed it. I think it's Drew.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a squash match, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah,
Drew's going to take it. Yeah, I think he's just going to beat him. That's it. It's just going to be. It's like, yeah, look, there's a lot of matches on the card, so
yeah,
I think it's just going to be in and out. But I reckon it'll be over in 5 minutes.
Savage, yeah. I'll be all for that anyway. Like, because as I said, the feud hasn't done much for me. I think they could have done a lot more with it, especially the history the boys had. But very weirdly done. Let's see, Alexa Bliss and versus Eva Marie singles match. I do not care about this in the slightest. I'm just gonna say Eva Marie, just to say it. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go Alexa Bliss. That's it.
Yeah.
And hopefully she gets away from this shy character. Yeah. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Just want to say, one of the lads, Shane, that was worked with before.
Yeah.
He came up with a good idea of, obviously, maybe WWE knew CM Punk obviously was going down that route.
Yeah.
And they kind of obviously let Bray Wyatt go. Bray Wyatt still has the name WWE in his
I think
account.
He does. His Twitter and all that, yeah.
And like Shane was saying, what a way to kind of get the eyes back on them if Bray Wyatt returned. How, I don't know, but that'd be a hell of a way to kind of get the eyes back on SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Bray Wyatt returning cult of Wyndham.
Could be. That'd be a deadly idea as well, and especially the way they did it with Samoa Joe.
Complete swerve. Yeah, complete swerve.
Yeah, that'd be savage. Yeah, and hopefully, then it's something new, something fresh, as you said, cult of Wyndham. And then just have like whatever amount of lads in it. Just go for it. Don't be being held back then by this add-on to your character with Alexa Bliss. I think that's just get rid of that. I'd much rather just Alexa Bliss now maybe take a few weeks off after this match and just come back as Alexa Bliss or something. Just be like, I shook it off. Go for it.
Took a Panadol.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I think Dewdrop as well, or Piper Niven, whatever you want to call her, she's gonna turn on Eva Marie as well. I think they've been having a bit of back and forth as well. So it's just kind of a tried and true formula with that one, I think. And then the last match on this Wikipedia thing, anyway, AJ Styles and Omos versus RK Bro, Orton and Riddle. I think Orton and Riddle are picking up tag titles here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the overnight. I think that's going to be the biggest pop of the night, I reckon.
Oh yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Okay, bro, are over as fuck, man.
Yeah, they are,
Again,
yeah.
Yeah, Cena and Reigns. But again, if Cena doesn't win, there's not going to be any pop. Everybody's going to be pissed. So I reckon, yeah, RK, bro, win them titles is going to be the biggest pop of the night.
Right on. And then one last question for you then I have. Will Big E cash in? Or attempt to cash in?
Oh! Yeah, I'm going to call it. Boom. Not Roman Reigns. Fuck Roman Reigns. Bobby Lashley. Not expecting it.
Yeah.
Beats Goldberg. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, Big E comes in. Absolute smashes him.
That's my guess as well, yeah.
You know, yeah. Oh my God. Chef's kiss. Warren Gary blew my mind.
Yeah, so I think now Baron Corbin currently has the briefcase. I think he's nicked it off Big E. So yeah. I'm hoping he doesn't. Like, obviously, it'd be a bit of a swerve if he cashed in. I hope he doesn't. I hope Big E just chases him down to the ring, grabs it or something, and then nails Bobby Lashley with it or something and just kills him, takes the title, something like that. But yeah, I think now, especially with like Stephanie McMahon came out and said like, "Oh, SummerSlam is going to be a full surprises and stuff today," because I think they're kind of on their heels now a bit. They weren't expecting that. Like, obviously, they were probably expecting CM Punk. Don't get me wrong, for AEW, but I don't think they were expecting. I don't know what the fuck they were expecting. They're so up in their own bubble. Do you know what I mean? They don't expect reactions from different companies or anything. They don't expect that. So I think they're like, oh bollocks. Oh, well, we have to do something here. So my initial thought was that Big E will cash in, and then for example, he'll cash in on Bobby Lashley right at the end of the show, say the close show. But during the Roman Reigns and John Cena match, I think Reigns will win, and Adam Cole will come out and lay out John Cena after the match. That's what I think.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Please God.
I, to be honest with you, after seeing Punk last night, I was like, SummerSlam, give that over.
Yeah.
But now just talking about it, I'm like,
yeah. It could be good. It could be good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think, as I said, the lads will go out and they'll put on a show. Don't get me wrong. I just think you obviously won't get that level of excitement unless you have something big like a cash in, like an Adam Cole or a Becky Lynch. You need something now to get your fan base back on your side almost.
Yeah. Especially in Vegas.
Yeah. Juicy.
It'd be absolute scutter.
Yeah, it'd be like the worst received pay-per-view or something now. Watch. But yeah, we're supposed to do this for 10 minutes. I don't know how long we've been on this.
I don't know. Yeah. 11.
But yeah, we can leave it there though. We did our predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about CM Punk and all that good stuff. So I suppose we'll leave it there then. As always though, if you're watching this on YouTube, drop a sub to the channel, drop a like on the video. And then wherever you get your podcasts, we're there as well. And Instagram, Discus Laria Collective, Twitter, the Discus Laria. Give us a follow. Whatever, drop a message if you want. I don't care. Winner. But until next time, then we'll probably be back. NXT is tomorrow as well. Actually.
Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, so until tomorrow then, we'll see you.
Saying back time, saying back channel.
Yeah, we say that now, we completely forget. But yeah, whatever. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again. Bye bye.